Hi, my name is Kimberly Smith, and I'm the founder of Marjani Beauty. Marjani Beauty is an online beauty destination for women of color. This is a company that was born out of my frustration with the current state of the beauty industry. I'm passionate about women of color, and I'm also passionate about women of color feeling beautiful from the inside out. And what I found was that in the current state of the beauty industry, we are not being serviced the way that we should be. It was not long ago that I had this idea of Marjani Beauty. I had this idea of women being able to go to a destination where all of the products spoke directly to them. Last year, I was searching for beauty products like I normally do at a big box retailer, and I was looking for certain products and I couldn't find my particular shade. And this is something that happens pretty often, as a woman of color. We go somewhere and we can't find a shade that's dark enough. We can't find a shade that really highlights and really speaks to our complexion, or we get advice that doesn't speak to us and help us to highlight that inner beauty that we want to shine through. And I remember walking out of the store that day and thinking that there has to be a better way. There has to be a better option for us. And thus became Marjani Beauty. I wanted to create a space where women of color could come and it could be a one-stop shop for all of your beauty needs. From hair care, cosmetics, to skincare, but not only that, take it a step further. Let's shop brands that are creating products specifically for us, specifically for our particular beauty needs. I wanted to really create a space where it's about highlighting the disruptor. Who is disrupting the current beauty industry? And I find that brown indie brands are doing exactly that. They are creating products that speak to women of color, and it's from the beginning. It's not as 5 additional products to an existing line of products. It's not a limited edition products, and it's products that really speak to us. And it's also about speaking to that consumer who knows her worth, who knows the value of her dollar, and being able to match the two so that we can create that platform where we can shop from brands that are catering to us, and as a consumer, we can spend money that really support those companies that are speaking to us and help those brands reach those consumers globally. So when I was starting Marjani Beauty, I had to think about myself, being a woman of color, being a consumer, and knowing that I am that target that I'm speaking to. And why am I patronizing certain companies? And I thought about my loyalty. I am a loyal customer. And what are the reasons why I'm loyal? One, I'm loyal because a product is good and I love it, and so I want to buy more of it. I want to support that particular brand. But the second reason why I'm loyal is out of laziness. I get to a point where I'm kind of lazy. I don't feel like trying new products. I don't feel like going out to explore. And I think that really applies when it comes to beauty. You go out, you find products, and you stick to something, not because it works, but because it's easy to get. And that's something that I understand, but I realized that I have to stretch myself. I have to stretch and look beyond what's sold, at the nearby drugstore, what's sold at the nearby department store, but really search and find those products that truly speak to me. And so with Marjani, it's something that I want women to come and know that the brands that are there, they are for you. They are speaking to you. They are speaking to your specific needs. When it comes to different foundation, having a range of foundation, having a range of skincare products that speak to us, that speaks to the woman that has hyperpigmentation, that has acne scars, that is not just about cleaning your skin, but it's about repairing those issues that some products just don't speak to. So that's something that was really important to me. And when I talk about, being passionate about women of color, it's really about being passionate about having our beauty really shine through. There's nothing more beautiful to me than seeing a woman of color and then that complexion just popping. So what really excites me is, seeing a woman of color wearing products that really speak to her particular needs and her shade, her beauty. We can go and we can find products that might be the right color, but it doesn't speak to us. And it's something to me that these brands that are making products for us, that they speak to. So if you're dark skin, they will have that melanin pop, which is something that we want. We don't want our melanin to be hidden or to be, to be grayed out or to be too orange. We want our natural beauty to shine through. And that's something that when you're shopping for different products, you want to look for products that are speaking to you. So that's something that really excites me about Marjani Beauty and this journey that we're going on and trying to create that one-stop shop for women of color. We're trying to seek out those brands that women of color can be excited about. So this isn't just a place where it's all about retail, you come and purchase, but I want women of color to be a part of this process, to be part of this journey in creating, this special place, this beauty destination for all of us. As women of color, we're that demographic where we have buying power. And it's something that, a lot of brands are now coming on board with, but, it's not a trend. We've been here all along, asking, for, certain brands to, make products that, speak to women of color. Not just Black women, but like all women of color, Indian women, Hispanic women, Middle Eastern women, Asian women. It is that full demographic that has been out here and that has been asking, for products to speak to them. Well, now today, we no longer have to ask anyone to make products for us or to, add additional products, but now we are here and we're saying, we're not asking for a seat at the table. We're making our own table right now. And that is why I say Marjani is about the disruptor, because we're trying to be inclusive. This is an inclusive movement that we're starting. One of the taglines that I love that really speaks to Marjani Beauty is bringing color to beautiful. Although I feel that we're bringing color to beautiful because we're highlighting what's so beautiful about women of color, but we still just want to know that, like, hey, we've been here. And it's like, now all of you are late to the game. But even though they're late to the game, we're letting everyone know that this is our time. This is now for us to just make our own path and, really celebrate those brands, celebrate those companies that are really speaking to us. And Marjani Beauty is exactly that. It is speaking to women of color. It is bringing color to beautiful. It is so good to see you ladies tonight. Yes.
So long. I know, right? We've been trying to make it happen forever.
I'm so excited. I know. Finally get to sit down and have some girl chat.
Yes, absolutely.
So ladies, what does beauty mean to you?
Beauty to me would mean uniqueness, like expressing your individuality.
I think beauty is confidence, It's kind of effortless, but mostly there's a lot of confidence behind it.
Yeah.
I agree. I think to me it means just being your best self. And if you look good on the outside, it usually reflects how you feel on the inside. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's definitely one of those things, like when you get that new hairstyle or that new lipstick and you put it on, you're just like pop, like you're feeling yourself, and then like that makes you feel even better on the inside. So it definitely is like an inside outside, like kind of like translates both ways.
Yeah,
totally.
Trying to like dig a little bit deeper. So like beauty is one thing, but then when it comes to brown beauty, how do you feel about brown beauty?
I think brown beauty is everybody's beauty. Like, even if you're not brown, you want to be brown, right? So it's universal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely think so. Like, brown beauty to me it speaks to that woman of color. Like, for so long, I feel like our voices have been silent when it comes to beauty, because it's been like the tradition. It's been blonde hair, blue eye. Like, that has been like, I guess, the standard. But like, we're kind of disrupting that whole scenario of that being beautiful. And like, brown beauty is everything. It's Indian women. It's Black women. It's Asian women. It's all of that. Like, that to me is brown beauty. It's like combining that like traditional beauty, but like putting that little extra spice on it and like kind of bringing like our cultural flavor to it. Yeah.
I think that before people would think that light was better, but I think now people are embracing that we all come in all different shades.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. And I just love seeing the brown beauty, like people are being confident.
Yeah.
And being their best self, and they feel good about who they are, whatever their shade is.
Yeah.
And recognize that, just love yourself and be confident in who you are.
That's the reason why I wanted to start this website and start this movement of really empowering women to feel beautiful, and wanted to have a place that we could go where, all of the products speak to us. So how does it feel that like now, like there's a place where you can go and the products, and not just the products, but even the images, you know, on the website, you know, it speaks to us, you know, as women of color and that whole brown beauty movement.
Yeah, I mean, makeup and beauty is kind of like a playground, right? So when you go into stores, you're like, I'm missing out on the fun because like this stuff isn't for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you go to Marjani, it's like, even like with friends, when I go to the site, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get this. And I know like it's gonna be for me, like whether it's hair, skin, or makeup, you know? So it's like your own little playground if you're like a brown woman or a woman of color, which is really cool to have.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool, you know, a place that like understands, you know, my skin type and different skin tones, different skin types, and you don't feel like you're guessing what might work for you.
Right.
So for me, I went to a popular beauty retailer and I was trying to find a concealer, and don't get me wrong, the woman was very helpful and gave me, you know, what she thought would be a match, but I took it and I got home and it just didn't match at all, and I just felt like, you know, when I went in there, there's really nothing for me. And so what I love about Marjani is I know that I can go on there, that they have shades that are going to be exactly what I need, and they're very flexible. You know, if I need to turn it, it's fine, but what I love is that I know it's a point that I can go and they're going to have shades that match my collection.
I mean, that's what I wanted to create. It's something that, I mean, it speaks to us. I mean, you know, sitting amongst girlfriends and, you know, us having this conversation before, but just finally having like that destination that speaks to all of us, that speaks to women of color. And that's what Marjani Beauty is about. It's about bringing color to beautiful.
Cheers!